Starting a business means juggling a lot, and not just what customers see. There's operating agreements, compliance filings, and legal paperwork that all make up your business identity. That's a lot to manage on your own. Start your business with Northwest Registered Agent. They help you get more for your business, more privacy, more guidance, and more resources. Northwest has been helping small business owners launch and grow their businesses for nearly 30 years. They're the largest registered agent and LLC service in the U.S., with over 1,500 corporate guides, real people who know your local laws and can help you every step of the way. With Northwest, privacy is automatic. They never sell your data, and they give you free tools like operating agreements, meeting minutes, and thousands of how-to guides. Don't wait. Protect your privacy, build your brand, and get your complete business identity in just 10 clicks and 10 minutes. Visit northwestregisteredagent.com/OFD-free and start building something amazing. Get more with Northwest Registered Agent at northwestregisteredagent.com/OFD-free. Welcome back to our Sunday bonus episode, where I share an article with you from a different podcast in our network to keep your life nice and optimized. Today's episode is coming from our relationships podcast. You guessed it, Optimal Relationships Daily. You can find that show wherever you're listening to this. And please do follow or subscribe to the show to get new episodes every day. And with that, here's Greg with the post and commentary as we optimize your life.
How to Build a Circle of Support for Your Life by Ellen Burgan of ifitbringsyoujoy.com. Support. As we travel down the road of life, at times we all need support. Have you thought about who provides support for you at various times in your life? That person who listens judgment-free, reminds you of your strengths, or cheers you on. That person might be different people, depending on what type of support you need. On the flip side, who fans the flames of your fear, or maybe even sparks new fear for you? We all have them in our lives. Most often, they don't purposely try to crush our dreams and keep us from achieving your goals, but they do. And then there's you. Are you a good support buddy when someone needs encouragement or a listening ear? At times, do you start a slow leak in someone's dream? How do you treat yourself? Can you sometimes support yourself, or do you let your inner critic fan your fear? We're all human, so don't worry if you are sometimes that person who fans flames of someone's fear. Awareness. Awareness of the fact that people need a circle of support, coupled with the fact that people, most often innocently, may fan your fear, is an important first step. Once you become aware, you can begin making choices to build your circle of people who support you, know with whom to not discuss certain topics, learn to support yourself sometimes. People need people for support. However, no one person can be your support buddy 100% of the time. That's why having lots of people in your circle of support is invaluable. Building supportive people in your life. Supportive people might be friends, a partner, family members, or colleagues. In other circumstances, it can be a person who you don't know very well, but they have experience with what you're going through or want to do. Supportive people are who you talk to when you need help sorting things out in your head, need to vent and get something off your chest, need help knowing what steps to take for your goals or dreams. When I need encouragement, I have a couple go-to friends who I know I can count on to give me the support I need. They encourage me by reminding me of all the good things I have going for myself, including my strengths and valuable experience. When I need to vent, I have a couple of go-to friends who I know will listen, not judge, and then help me get back on my way to solving the issue rather than wallowing in the problem. When I'm sad, happy, scared, about to take a big risk, trying to figure out my next step, and just about any other life experience, I have certain people in my life that I can go to for support and even accountability. A circle of support can also include people who are paid. Accountants, lawyers, and life coaches are some examples. These people can help you accomplish your goals and dreams more quickly and with more quality. Having a large circle of support will help you achieve your dreams. The foundation of support is critical. especially when you want to take a big risk to propel your life forward. If you need to grow your circle, think about the type of person who would fit well. How could you get to know that person better? A few ideas are: smile and say hello as you pass them in the hallway. Ask them out for a cup of coffee or glass of wine. Invite them to join you to an event, such as a book group, fundraiser, or party where there will be mutual acquaintances. Oh, would that be too hard? Well, I challenge you to take a risk and open the lines of communication with just one person. Recognizing the fear junkies in your life. Opposite of people who support you are the people who are not so helpful. People who instill fear in you every time you are thinking about taking a step toward your happiness or dreams. My mentor, Rhonda Britton of the Fearless Living Institute, coined these people fear junkies, and I think that term is quite precise. Even little comments like, "Why would you do that?" or "You should do this, not that," can make you hesitate to take a step you know is right for you. Do you need to clean out the fear junkies in your life? Absolutely not. Well, at least not most of them. Fear junkies can also be part of your circle of support. People are human, and being perfect in all situations is not humanly possible. So at times, the person who is your best support buddy might also show up as a fear junkie in another area of life. Therefore, it's best to know the topics to avoid with these people, so you avoid giving them the opportunity to hold you back. When to reevaluate your friends. The type of fear junkies that Rhonda Britton calls rivalries in disguise are people who purposely try to cause you harm and hold you back. Rivalries don't want you to succeed and purposely say and do things to make you fail, or at minimum, instill enough fear to make your inner critic take over and stop forward movement in your life. Sometimes, you've just outgrown a friend. You've gone in different directions and their presence in your life has grown more toxic than anything. Takeaway. Think about the people in your pool of life. Some of these people will float to the top as either part of your circle of support or as fear junkies. Being aware of these people will help you as you navigate the road of life. As a human, at times you will need support from other people. Having a good circle of support will bring ease to your life. Identifying the fear junkies in your life is equally important. Fear junkies in one area of your life can also be part of your circle of support in other areas. Be aware of topics to avoid with these people and love them for being part of your circle of support. Finally, know whose circle of support you are on, and also when you show up as a fear junkie. There's great joy not only in having a large circle of support, but also in being in someone else's circle of support. You just listened to the post titled, "How to Build a Circle of Support for Your Life" by Ellen Burgan of ifitbringsyojoy.com.
All these patients complaining they can't get their medicines. Insurers and PBMs are often owned by the same giant company, so middlemen, like me, decide what medicines you can get and how much you pay. But don't worry, if your prescription gets denied, we know another one that works for us. I mean, you.
Washington should stop PBMs and insurers from driving up drug costs. Learn more at phrma.org/insurer costs. Paid for by Pharma.
Eczema is unpredictable, but you can flare less with Ebglyss, a once-monthly treatment for moderate to severe eczema. After an initial 4-month or longer dosing phase, about 4 in 10 people taking Ebglyss achieved itch relief and clear or almost clear skin at 16 weeks. And most of those people maintain skin that's still more clear at 1 year with monthly dosing.
Ebglyss, lebrikizumab LBKZ, a 250 mg per 2 milliliter injection, is a prescription medicine used to treat adults and children 12 years of age and older who weigh at least 88 pounds or 40 kilograms with moderate to severe eczema, also called atopic dermatitis, that is not well controlled with prescription therapies used on the skin or topicals, or who cannot use topical therapies. Ebglyss can be used with or without topical corticosteroids. Don't use if you're allergic to Ebglyss. Allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Eye problems can occur. Tell your doctor if you have new or worsening eye problems. You should not receive a live vaccine when treated with Ebglyss. Before starting Ebglyss, tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection.
Ask your doctor about Ebglyss and visit ebglyss.lilly.com or call 1-800-LILY-RX or 1-800-545-5979.
And what I loved about this episode was how it offered several different ways in which we can see and understand our friends better. We often forget to do this, but yes, designating certain tasks, if you will, to our friends based on their strengths and weaknesses is a really great practice for us that helps us maximize our relationships with them. Some friends are best for listening, while others are best for taking us out when we've had a tough time, and others we know we can call when we're in an emergency. Of course, there's also crossover, which is a wonderful thing, but as we recognize how our friends are different, we can lean on those differences to create better relationships with them and with ourselves. And surely this also allows us to be more patient with those who, in certain situations, are more apt to instilling fear in us, as Ellen mentioned. By seeing them to be more well-rounded and understanding that they bring fear in some situations, yet inspiration in others, we can appreciate their whole personalities and bond with them most in the ways that we are most aligned with them. So a big thanks to Ellen for a great read that helps us to see our friends differently and for the better. I am out of here for today, though, friends. I appreciate you all coming, and I hope you had some great takeaways from this episode. I will be back with you tomorrow with another wonderful post, this time about the value of rituals. I hope to see you all there, where your optimal life awaits.